Alright, so this is the first time I've been recording a new video in a while. Most of the other stuff I uploaded was just like archive footage, basically. But I'm changing things up because, of course, I have, as you will see right there, a package from Sharkrobot, which, for people who are chronically online, they'll probably recognize it as one of the older go-tos for like independent YouTuber brands, stuff like that. So you just buy merch for YouTube shows and stuff from them. And of course, its most, I want to say biggest seller, because it's probably accurate, is Hazbin Hotel and Helluva, because Vivi and Madrano decided to make their platform the official shop for the show. So, I bought basically one Angel Dust keychain from Hazbin Hotel, one Sally Mae pin from Helluva, and a 7-pin mystery set, which is basically just like you don't know what you're gonna get, because it's all back stock from previous years. So we'll see. Could be good. I figure 7 pins at the very least. It's like there's got to be something in there. And I do enjoy that they used the number 7, because of course there's connotations to that. Oh Jesus, the fuck? Ooh, did they include a sticker? They did. I can't show you the back of this because it's got my address on it. Oh shit. Did I show my address on that package? I might have. Oops. Fuck. They sent a Sharkrobot sticker for my second order from the site. Alright, what the fuck? Okay, this is definitely the keychain, probably. Yep. This is the keychain. Double-sided. Not any card backing, which is odd. I would have expected that, but you know, considering it's like first acrylic keychain from them, Yep, that was worth it. Alright, now I gotta dig around, because holy shit, there's a lot of stuff in here. I don't know which one of these might be the pin I specifically ordered, and I don't want to spoil anything. I think this might be it. Ah, yes. Yes, a lot of these are made specifically to appeal to a certain corner of the fan base. I am not complaining. I'm not complaining, honestly. The designs are great. Ooh. It's a die-struck pin of a side character from, I believe, the 3rd episode. Vortex. He's a bodyguard for a pop star. I know those die-struck pins are being cut back, because a lot of them have just been on the site for a while, so people will probably have a lot of them. What's this? Ooh. Okay, now we're talking. Okay. A portrait of the main villain, or at least one of the main antagonists, Stella, done in the style of the Haunted Mansion portraits. This was an old October Halloween release, which you can kind of tell by the fact that the packaging is all grayed out and spooky. So that's a wonderful one to get. Holy shit. What are you? Ooh. Now that's fascinating. This one is from Zoophobia, which, for those who don't know, it was actually the project that Vivian had worked on directly before she started doing animated series. It was a webcomic that ran for several years, and she still does little things here and there with it. The sort of fan-made music video Vivian made for Kesha's Die Young, which was how she sort of really exploded in animation popularity, featured a bunch of Zoophobia characters from her old comic, in a dance video where the song was Die Young by Kesha. And later she released a smaller sort of tribute pilot comedy sketch after she finally got around to finishing the Hazbin Hotel pilot. Aww. A chibi pin of another one of the main villains, Stryker, who is an assassin for hire that almost got hired by the main characters, but then they realized he was out to kill their most important client, who pretty much single-handedly kept their business afloat. So they were like, no, we kind of can't let you kill him. Ooh, that's adorable. Another Halloween portrait, this time of young Octavia, who's the daughter of Stolas, one of the pretty much the most prominent side character, and probably one of the most recognizable, actually. He's the fancy owl gentleman with a peculiar affections, to say the least. And the idea is, of course, he has a romance with the leader of IMP, which is a business that he pretty much single-handedly saves from extinction by allowing them to do what they do. This is another one of the Halloween pins, obviously. And her mother is Stella, so I got Stella and Octavia all at once, which is like, okay, that's an interesting one to get. And if you look closely in this one, you can actually see Stella in the background holding Octavia up for the portrait, which is adorable. I should not have put them on this armrest. It's very quickly becoming too much for them. Okay, got another die-struck enamel pin of Sally Mae, one of the characters I love. This is so far the most prominent side character who is trans. If you look closely in the episode she appears in, she has little imp horns, and in the show, basically, like, the male imps all have thick black striped horns with, like, little white lines across them, whereas the female imps in the show have kind of the opposite, where it's white and black. And so she walks on screen for a few different scenes, and if you look closely, it's like she's trans, which is like a nice little detail if you're really paying attention closely to, like, the designs of all the characters. And the voice actress for her has a pretty huge following, just because of, like, actually, an interesting turn of events, the voice actress for her got to work on Star Wars almost immediately after, they became popular for all of the Helluva stuff. And the final pin of the set is a Cherry Bomb die struck pin, which is... I do actually really like this one. The die struck pins are always cool just because it's like fashionable. It's like the... I don't know, I have an old leather jacket that kind of reminds me of them, where it's very obviously like, this is the color of the zipper, the little, fudge, what are they called? The little button clips that hold all of this sleeves and everything together. So in total, what do we got? We've got... Holy shit, this is actually a lot. I am impressed by this. So, starting from what I most like to what I least like. Obviously, the sticker is amazing, you know. Stickers are always great. I bought these specifically for myself, you know, knowing what they were, and it's like, yes. Okay, those were great. Absolutely wonderful. 10 out of 10. The die struck pins are obviously like, I have a lot of these already, so having more of them, plus 2 of the characters I really wanted pins of, it's like, okay, hell yeah. Vortex I don't care much for, but, you know, he's cute, and we know he's going to appear in later episodes, so maybe he'll get more appeal. The Haunted Mansion pins are obviously, like, well, they're not Haunted Mansion pins, but they're Haunted Mansion inspired pins, are, like, absolutely amazing. You know, couldn't have asked for better with that. Holy shit. Sorry. Swearing. And the Zoophobia pin was a surprise for me. I did not realize those would be included. But I do like it. And this is one of the characters who's like, presumably some sort of amphibian or reptile. I can't really tell. I think they might have just made up a species for them, but they're cute. And gold chibi pin is like, on a quick note, there are a few of these from the various releases in the past that feel like the generic pin. You know, like, you aren't gonna see generic with a Haunted Mansion pin or a swimsuit special pin, but then you get like a blank sort of rusty metal die struck like penny type of pin that feels pretty generic. It's like something you can actually wear on something and still have it be moderately fashionable. You get a chibi pin. It's like, of course, you can put that on a backpack or something. You know, chibi is like the design to go for. And then you've got the floating head design pin, which comes up a lot, where it's just, here's the character's, you know, face, so you can stick it on something. And a lot of these feel like, yeah, you know, like the generic ones. But honestly, as far as it goes, like, we did get 5 sort of plain generic ones. 2 of them are characters I really loved, so it's like, that elevates them slightly from being generic. But it's obvious the star of the set is like the old Halloween special ones they made. I think, I'm not even sure how many years old these are, because they were made a while back. But it is adorable. And, you know, it's like, I think the price, I'm going to check the price. It doesn't say the price. But as far as pricing for these goes, I mean, I think I paid like around $20 for, hold on, you can see cats in the background, kind of. $20, maybe like $25, I don't remember. The important thing though is that on average, they had a 3-pin set that cost the same as 1 pin, and they had a 7-pin set that cost the same as, like, I think it was 3 pins or something. So literally, I paid in total for about, basically, I think you could compare this to, like, I bought these 4. Maybe not even all of these 4. Maybe only, like, 2 of them. You know, maybe only, like, the Haunted Mansion ones. That's the only ones I spent, like, the average amount of money on because of the discount price. So these were just, like, thrown in as, like, oh, yeah, this is just a freebie because you got discount. Which is, like, you look at it that way, all of a sudden it's like, oh, thanks a lot. But yeah, Sharkrobot, I might have just showed you all my address, so just please ignore that. Unless you want to dox me, more like, I don't know, whatever's. Thank you for joining me on whatever the fuck this was.